time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, Von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah?
Don't eat that.
Keep listening.
You can't eat the notes. Dogs don't actually eat paper, do they? You can't eat those notes. Those are my notes. Welcome to the Thursday edition of your show. My name is Gary, your host. This is still, as far as I can tell, the only live show between 4 and 5 p.m., the hottest time to have a show on YouTube where at least 2 people watch. Shout out to my mom and dad again. Hello. Hopefully you enjoy the show today. Look at that. She nailed her spot perfectly. The other reason people come here, besides the incredible thrashing, thanks to our man Matt Cuthbertson from all the bands, as well as Contrast with the Ya Show intro, the Maggie Cam. Let's get a good look at this beautiful, majestic steed in her natural habitat. There she is. Fresh off her snack from Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Shout out to Mike and Rochelle and Shar and Kirsten and Chris over there. Always happy to not just make your animal's day or your pet's day, but your day as well. Their dog Leroy is always there to greet you. It's a great time. I promise you. If you just want to go somewhere to hang out, go to Pet Planet on 8th Street. They're your pet's natural grocer. You're going to love it, I promise. Look at that face. That is the face of a very happy puppy right now. God, I love her. Did we got LB on the ones and twos today. Did we make a promo clip of just Maggie Cam yet? Yeah? Okay, good. Well, we're going to need more of those because that is clearly what the people are here to see. I hope you're having a great Thursday. We had a busy one here as we are getting oh so close to the launch, the big launch of the One Bad podcast starring Kurt Dahl and Shane from the band One Bad Son. Tomorrow morning, that will be launching and you can enjoy it both audioly, visually, or audio and visually. Audioly at all the audio places like Apple Books and Spotify's, and there's like 100 other ones I think that we're on or something like that as well.
Kate, it's Apple Podcasts, not Apple Books.
Apple
I've been
Podcasts.
listening to the podcast for the last week, and every time it's Apple Books that you say, but it's Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcast, Apple Books, Apple Libraries,
There's a
whatever. It's an
difference.
Apple. Well, you can find it. Can't you? No?
Just saying, let's be specific.
This is why, okay, I'm starting to realize this is why you don't want to be on the ones and twos anymore because you're just going to take over the whole show and you don't want to do that. Or maybe you do. By the way, LB is our boss here. He runs everything. Not just the face that runs the place, but the brain that runs the place. So we appreciate him greatly. And he's very smart when it comes to things. So the Apple Library, Apple Music, Apple
Podcast.
Apple Podcast, and Spotify. I got that one right. Right? Yeah. Easy stuff. So you can get them audioly there, or you can watch it on YouTube as tomorrow morning is going to be a big day. And we've been promoting it today, and we're going to have some more clips coming out throughout the evening into tomorrow. And then Katie's going to stop by tomorrow as well and talk a little bit more about the One Bad Pod dropping tomorrow. All right. It is Thursday, and we have a little tradition around here every Thursday. CTV's Matt Young stops by, and we talk about video games because he mods video games. It's the coolest thing. And a little bit earlier, because he does have a real job with CTV, hence the name CTV's Matt Young. He comes by during lunchtime, and we do some cool video game stuff. And we had a really fun one today. We were sort of all over the place, but I'm very proud now to share this with you. CTV's Matt Young on the Thursday edition of your show. Tuesdays. That was perfect time. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad.
CTV's Matt Young is in the house. That's how we celebrate Tuesdays around here on your show. And you always come with gifts, my friend.
I always try to bring something cool because you know what? There's always kinds of cool things going on in Saskatoon. And one is the video game world, and a lot of people love the fact that I'm doing a lot of this modding stuff, and I've had people reach out. So I thought today would be a great day to show everybody how fun and easy it can be to do. And
you say that so confidently, that easy part. I like that.
We'll see.
Yes.
And today I think we're going to put you in a video game.
The dream has arrived. I'm ready. It's all I've ever wanted, man. This is it.
So a lot of people will remember, like, there's a bunch of, you talk about NES golf, right?
Yeah.
You talk about,
absolutely.
Here in Saskatoon, I play a lot of Tecmo Super Bowl.
Yes, one of my faves.
And so I thought, why not put Gary Nickel in Tecmo Super Bowl? Because we can. The great thing is we can do that now.
It's so cool.
So I mean, a lot of people want. How do you mod video games? There's a lot of programs out there that just make it easy to do.
You keep saying that word easy, and I think that's very funny.
Easy is a relative term. That can teach you how to do.
That's
it.
a little bit better, okay? Because I couldn't do this.
You got to learn, right?
Yeah.
But once you learn, it actually doesn't become too hard. So I downloaded something. This is called Tecmo Super Bowl Manager. It's an easy program you can download, and you go to these websites like romhacking.net.
Yeah, I remember those from back in the day. They get those emulators going and all that. Yeah,
exactly. They still go. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to download that, and I downloaded it, and that's what I've been doing a lot of my modding with. So I thought, right now this is going to be an easy thing. We're just going to put you on the Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
Go Riders!
Tecmo Super Bowl.
Here we go.
So all I do now, we got it on the screen here.
Yeah. So if you look behind us here, you'll be able to see that.
Go. So now I'm going to make you. We'll make you. We can do anything. We can make you a running back. And what position you want to be? Quarterback?
Well, dude, I'll tell you. Back when I played for the Edinburgh Bears, fight green and gold, go Bears, go. I played punter, kicker, wide receiver, tight end, offensive lineman, safety, linebacker, defensive line, and I didn't stick at any of them. I was horrible, and I was horrible at all of them.
All right, okay.
So it doesn't really matter. Running back sounds great.
Okay. So
look at that.
So all we do, and it might be a little tough to see, but on this
Here, do you want me to try to get a zoom in there?
Sure, we can zoom.
We can do this. I got you. I got you, bro.
So what we'll do is this is what's nice about your show. Because we just kind of do it as it goes.
That's
and
the
we can
fun
show
part,
everybody everything, right?
So it's going to get your head a little bit in the way
That's
here.
fine. That's fine.
There we go. So we'll just put you at the bottom there.
So
I'll be off screen.
What we have right here is we have up on the top left we have
This is so
the coding is all on your left.
I was going to say
side
there's a
right
lot
here,
of writing there.
Right.
There's
So
a
this
lot
is
of
all-
writing.
This is all coding right here.
Okay.
Right here, this window that's kind of in the center that I'm just moving around right
Yeah.
now. So this one right here is how we're going to change you. So
Okay.
we have something like your face, right?
Ah,
and
yes.
We can choose whatever face we want. Now, what do you look like there?
I don't know.
You
got
kind
like
of you got the facial hair going.
a lot of facial hair, a lot of long hair, hiding a lot of ugly is what I like to call it.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
It's okay. I'm okay with it.
There you go. So we'll give you
That's
that
me.
right there. Okay,
Love
that's
it.
your hair. Now your running speed, we're gonna
man.
make you like.
Are we going realistic here, or are we going like living the dream?
You know what? We're gonna live the dream. We're gonna
Okay,
give
well,
you a
definitely.
75 running speed.
Wow, very generous.
And then
I like
your
that.
running power will make it like an 81.
Man, I'm breaking
right?
all the tackles.
And you just use these. You just use
So
these little
slippery.
things. Hitting power, you're tough.
Yeah, don't get in my way.
88.
All you-
Nobody's gonna be able to tackle this.
Put a
guy.
pizza right behind the guy. I'm going right through him.
Now
That's
we
it.
got to take your name, right? So we put Gary, and then your last name we put right here,
Nickel.
Right?
Heck yeah.
And then what number do you want to be? Number 25. What number were you when you played for?
Oh
the
man, I actually had different numbers. I think it was like
different numbers?
77 or something. Nothing relevant.
Okay, all right.
Nothing cool. I'd love to have a. Can I be like Deion Sanders? Can I get a 21?
Yeah,
Give me Showtime.
We can
Let's
give
go
you any
Showtime.
number you want. Number 21. There you go.
This is
Prime
so
time.
cool. Prime time, baby.
Okay, so then we go to okay, right, and now.
Look at all those numbers. Man.
Now, as a running back, you can actually, you're highlighted. What we've got
Oh, come on. It'll go. Come
a
on.
little blurry on our screen.
Just
Hold on a
gotta.
second.
Come on, girl.
There we go.
Come
There we go,
on.
there we
Come
go.
to us. Hold on.
There we go.
I got it. I'll just do a little zoom out. We got a little too extreme with our creativity here.
Okay,
Here we
that's
go.
okay. That's okay. That's
Come
okay.
on, coming back
So
in.
if we highlight it in the coding, you're actually, there you are. You're actually Gary Nickel, right?
Bro,
And
that is
I
so
can bring this
cool.
up right now, and there's all your.
Oh, it doesn't like when I do that, does it? This is okay.
oh,
Oh, there it is. It's coming. It's coming back. Come on, camera two.
Come back. Oh, is it because my
There it
head
is.
gets in there? Okay, I
Possibly,
don't know.
yeah. Here, you know what? I'll just go like this.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
We'll just
that's
take
okay.
it
We're
right
good
there.
right there.
There we
We're
go.
good.
Yeah.
So this is you essentially right here, and now you're in the coding of the game. Now we have to go down here. I go to File, and I go to Save Data or Apply to ROM, right? And then I'm just gonna.
So this is all the behind the scenes stuff.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna
the
tell this
non-fun stuff.
Tecmo Super Bowl Gary or something like that.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, hopefully this all works.
Come
All right,
on,
so we'll
baby.
save that right now.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure we're
Now.
right in here.
This we're gonna open up, and boom, boom, boom. We open up there, and this is Nestopia, and this is just a regular emulator program, right?
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is we'll go to NES, and we gotta go to Game ROMs.
Now, when you do
individual
these
game
big
ROMs.
ones, like do a full team overhaul and you put all the guys in the game, is this what you do? This is how you do it with each
It
player?
It depends. It depends. I get, yes, for some games it's this. For some games you use a different program. You'll use like transhexlation, which is hex coding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I can show that on another day. So,
Absolutely.
So right now.
Oh, and we got the music. Oh.
Right, and it's gonna be all CFL.
Look at this.
So,
yes.
Now, we said that we would create Gary Nickel
Let's
with
do
the
it.
Saskatchewan
Come on.
Roughriders.
Go
so
Riders.
By the way, it's not Tecmo Super Bowl. You'll notice it's
Tecmo Grey Cup.
Okay. And we'll start the game. Now, what we're going to do is, first of all, we're actually going to show you, if we go to team data, right? Remember, you'd be able to do this, and you go check, go to the
I love that
Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Hey, look at your starting
and
running
then
back.
Players right there.
Oh,
and then,
my goodness.
Just hang
Oh,
on.
my goodness.
Right, we'll go down.
Look at this.
And there is Gary Nickel.
Are you kidding? And
Right
look
there.
at those numbers.
Look at
We're
those
juiced.
numbers. Oh man,
We
Nobody's
are
gonna be
juiced.
Look at the running speed, right?
Man.
Physical, it's got all of that.
Just
So
hand him
now
the rock and
you're-
let him go.
You're in the game. So there we go. So that's it's
Makes me so happy.
Isn't that crazy? So we can do that now. I mean, obviously, that's just one player. Right?
Yeah. Well, can we play? Can we give him the rock? I want to see this guy run.
Yeah, we
can. We hop in one,
the
or is that
problem
going to be too
I
hard?
don't have no, we can do. Well, let's try.
Simulate it. Just
Problem
simulate
is
it.
I don't have a controller, right?
Yeah. Can we
So,
do like a
let's
coaching
do
type of thing where you call the plays?
We'll do a
Yeah,
preseason.
coach
thing.
versus comp.
Well, we'll do. Hold on.
Oh, you don't have a controller. I see what you're saying. That's going to be tough.
But you know what? I don't.
just wanna see this
but
guy
you know what?
break all the
Let's try.
tackles.
Let's do the Riders against BC.
Yeah,
We gotta hope we
dirty
get the
Lions.
ball first, right? That's the only thing.
Well, we can
Hope
talk
we
while
win
it
the
goes.
Kickoff,
Like
right?
how hard is it to get the logos in there?
Logos are tough, and one day I can show us how we do the logos.
Oh, we got the
but,
rock.
Okay,
Come on.
Now we gotta go to return.
Come on, return.
Yep. Whoops.
Come on. This is awesome.
Without a controller, it's hard.
How
to
are we
know
going to
which
get it? Yeah,
button-
that's what I was worried. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
I just want to see this guy run one time.
Now I don't know which. Now I gotta figure out which button is it. Hold on. Hold on. I don't have a controller here, so
I
I'm
get
trying
it.
to figure this out.
Look at that. He wants the rock so bad.
And you can see your name is across the top.
Yeah, it's right
because
there,
you're-
man. I'm
you're the
starting running back.
You're the
That's
running
it.
back, right? So if we go, whoops.
I'm sorry I put you through all this. I
No,
really
no,
put you
don't
on
worry
the
about
spot.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was gonna. I got it. You know what? Here, let me quickly see if I can do. If there's a way I can do. Let's see.
Like if we just do computer versus computer, there's no way a computer coach wouldn't give this man the rock. You know
I
what
would,
I'm saying?
if I think anybody with
That's
who's
it.
got
We're
any
talking
kind of a
50
brain
touches a game,
would
yeah.
absolutely give this person the rock. I just got to power glove. Oh, by the way, and by the way, on this Emily, you can choose what kind of like do you have a controller? Do you have a power glove? Like that sort of thing. So if I do
Tecmo Super Bowl with a power glove would be pretty baller.
Whoops. Let's see. Up.
This makes
Let's
like
see, down.
it blows my mind that you can get so into the actual game, eh?
Well, that's
like
what
you
the
go,
amazing
just open
thing
the
is,
door right
right?
open and you're right in there.
And select will be S. Start will be A.
So you're setting the controllers now,
D. Yeah, and then
and then
start will-
you can jump in.
Yeah, and then B.
Man, oh man,
I
that's
might
so
have
cool.
to restart it. I hope not.
That's okay. Hey, dude,
Okay.
it's all good.
So
We've already lived the entire
I think it
agreement.
worked.
There
I
we
think
go.
it
I
worked. I
see
think
it. But are you going to be able to run with him? Here we go. All right, Trev. Nice transition. There it is. Look at him. Look at him. He ain't. Then look at touch this guy.
Gary Nickel.
Oh,
Gary
man.
Nickel. Gary Nickel.
Callbacks to the great Bo
Gary
Jackson
Nickel.
right there.
That's
eh?
right. Remember Bo
That's
Jackson?
It. This
You
is
could
it.
never,
go,
you could never lose with Bo
dude.
Jackson.
You run an entire quarter off just running back and forth. Oh, who
Didn't
was
do well
that?
time. Didn't do well that time, but that's okay.
Is that Junior
That's
Seau
okay.
out there
It must
tackling?
be. That's the
that
only
was
guy who could
ridiculous.
stop you.
Yeah, no kidding. This is. Oh, and then they
that
read
time
it.
they picked your
Then we're
play.
going for it. We're going for it.
Third down and 13. Hold on.
We're
hold
going.
on.
I love how again.
We're gonna go for it.
These are the Canadian football rules.
These
too.
are the
Third
Canadian
down, and
football
they're
rules.
giving
Yeah,
you the
and
punting
it's got
option.
a CFL
Yeah,
logo there, right?
Man. He ain't scared.
Oh.
Okay.
Gary, we didn't do it that time.
Hey, well,
Okay.
to be fair, we're playing off of
we're
a computer.
playing off
Yeah,
that's all we're doing, right?
that's
Like, we're
just.
playing-
It's just not the way to do it.
But anyways, this gives you kind of a unique look at exactly how you can do modding and get
That is
yourself
so cool.
and get yourself in a game. And by the way,
You
like,
make
I
it look
mean,
so easy.
Well, it took time for me to learn, right? And
Absolutely.
I mean, don't worry, I've made my fair share of mistakes and accidentally deleted games and things
And I
like
want that
that.
pick.
So-
well, of course, yeah. You got to go through all that stuff.
You gotta. So I mean, I've bungled some up for sure, absolutely. But you know what the really neat thing is, is that it's just fun to play around, right?
And that's the coolest thing is you can sort of just go with the flow and do what you sort of want to do, right?
Now in this, I've also created like the Saskatoon Hilltops.
Of course you have. You got all the guys on here.
The Saskatchewan Huskies, right? So
And this is what I'm talking about when I say to all these organizations, you guys, how cool would this be for promos, in-game, online? You're talking about marketing your team? Here's how you do it.
We're going to work on some stuff. Now, let's try one more time. Let's see if we can get Gary
doing
Nickel a
it. I like
touchdown
this.
here. We're gonna get you a good kick return so we can get you a little
There we go.
closer.
Thank you to
And
Mario,
then,
Super Mario there.
And now you can, there's a bunch of ways that you can do this with golf. You can do this with all sorts of things, right?
I like this.
So, there we go. We got a few.
Yeah, so you're saying we can put a different type of, how hard would it be to put the Willows in NES Open? We talked about that before, and I would love to do that as you get running here.
It wouldn't be hard, but it wouldn't
Almost
be,
like they know what's coming here.
It wouldn't be hard, but it wouldn't be easy.
Yeah,
either.
it'd
You'd
be
have
a
to
lot of
spend a lot
time.
of time, right?
Time and effort,
And
yes.
it all really depends on crap.
Man.
Again,
We're not gonna get that touchdown screen, are we?
I
I know, it's hard.
One day
It's
we're gonna
hard.
next time I'm on here, we'll get you a touchdown.
That would
But
be
there's-
the
but-
dream.
But that's sort of like just a small taste of what you
Yes.
can do
I
with
just-
Tecmo Super Bowl and some modding programs. And then I'll just quickly I can just show you. This is your tile modder, right? That I use. So
look at all
if
this
I quickly
stuff,
open
eh?
this up, this is something that you would use to you talk about changing logos and things like
And
that.
that's
right?
okay. I
And
see
you
what
got
you're
your little
saying, and that's how you
palette
get the
there and that
helmet
sort of
up,
thing.
and you got to color in the squares and make it.
So and you
That's
got it.
a lot of work.
But you get faster at it as you
Practice,
try
reps.
it,
It's all about
So
reps.
it's
That's
all
what I've been
about
saying.
reps, and that's kind of anything in life.
And seeing this, that was the dream I had when Tecmo Super Bowl 3 came out. And then you could create yourself in a Tecmo Bowl
That's
game,
right.
but it was never the same as Tecmo Super Bowl, right? Because that was the one that got us all hooked. So to be able to go back to something like that and to be able to do it in this way,
There you go.
and you don't have to keep resetting the game until you get a proper amount of frickin' points to
Now they got-
attribute
you got
yourself.
state save and all
Yeah,
that
man.
now.
Like
Yeah,
it's so much
yeah.
cooler and easier. So I really,
Yeah.
really enjoy that, dude.
So next time we'll put you on the hilltops or something like that.
Let's
and
do
we'll
it.
get you a touchdown. And
I
and
would
we'll
love to
have
see
some
that
fun.
Selly screen. I love the touchdown screen. It's one of my faves.
Oh, and it comes up with your name on it.
Yeah.
You can boom. So this. Next time I'll bring my controller and we'll do it all up and we'll do it all again. I can show you some other things too about
Dude.
like coloring and making helmets and maybe a little bit more in the hex coding aside.
Learning.
Learning. And each week we'll just have some
is
fun
it.
with video games.
Learning with
eh?
CTV's Matt Young. That's what we can call it.
There
Dude, thank you
go.
so much for always giving us a couple minutes, man. This is so cool. And we always look forward to seeing you again next week, bro. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, for sure.
Always so much learning when that dude comes by. Love CTV's Matt Young. So, yeah, we were literally on the fly producing there. We had mic levels, we had camera zooms, everything you need that pisses LB off the most. We got to do, so that's always fun. As it is the Thursday edition of your show. Hope you're having a great day so far. If you're about to finish work, congratulations, you're almost there. I want to give a shout out to the Rhinos. Right there, see that? That's one of the OG Rhinos hats. I was talking earlier, I showed this off before. Ryan Usher, the pride and joy and soul of Moose Jaw. That's his phone number. Still has the same number. He autographed it for me. We became friends through the Rhinos organization. The great Gerald Bowman, who you know from All News, award-winning broadcaster, the greatest to ever read a newscast. Still wants this hat. He at least wants a version of it. I've been trying to get him a version of this hat for about 15 years now. So Gerald, my brother, I'll try to get you one. Shout out as well to the Photo Prospector, one of my favorite YouTube channels ever, and one of the most creative, intelligent, sexy as all hell human beings I've ever met. That's my dude right there. FP for life. So the reason we bring up the Rhinos is we have another pre-tape we're about to get to. I did realize I haven't served up a Dufferin Ave yet. Got any of those around here? Anywhere? Oh, how about that serving, hey? Beautiful. DufferinAve.com is the place to go. If you have a business, you want to advertise with us, come on over. We say we're not here to get rich, we're just here to get comfortable. We can find a price for you. If you don't have a budget, we will figure something out, okay? We can help you. Help us help you is what we say. If you're a content creator and you need a stage, you need people to see what you're doing, we can help you with that as well. And so much more over at DufferinAve.com. Beautiful. LB with perfect timing. Oh my God. You know, it's It's always fun when you get the OGs back in the studio, as we have some amazing producers that were trained by the great LB. Shout out to Dragon and the Phenom. And when LB's in the house, though, everything is just like, woof! There's something to be said about a man in his element when he built the entire element. So it's sort of like a guy hopping into the Enterprise chair and guiding the ship. Is that reference? Maybe not. More of a Falcon guy, Millennium Falcon, and be like, Chewie, we're home. That's sort of him in there. Rhino, one of the greatest rhinos in the history of the franchise, goes by the name of The Judge, a.k.a. Blair Jones. You may know him from sports. He stopped by earlier for a pre-tape, and we're going to hop right into that one because this is my dude, man. He's so sweet. So, LB, let's go ahead and roll The Judge. So, Coach Mazer likes to book surprise guests, sometimes without even telling you, as we just finished a pre-taped interview with CTV's Matt Young, which we do every Thursday, and as I'm walking him out through the backyard there, I hear, is there a Gary here? Is there a Gary in the house? And then this supermodel rolls up, and Judge is in the house. So we go from one previously recorded tape to another one. Blair Jones is his name. You know him from the Rhinos, as he socks so many dingers. You also know him if you ever faced him in the batting box, as he hits about as many dudes as the home runs that he crushes when he's on the mound. Is that still happening or what?
Sorry. Yeah,
all good.
I had a few innings last year. I think the one inning I went in, 2 strikeouts, and then about 4 beaned batters. Then I pulled
classic.
myself and just
How was the
walked
rage
off the
levels?
mound. No, it was either a strike or a wild pitch, effectively.
I
So
love
it was,
that.
Yeah.
But that's a mental game too, right? Because you're in their heads. You're like, dude, I'm either going to hit you, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, that's I guess
What do you
the
want?
edge.
Pick
But
it.
no, I'm definitely not good.
I haven't seen you or talked to you in so long, and one of my favorite things about creating this place is that stuff like this happens. That you can just show up, a guy I love so much, like one of my favorite reasons for playing Rhinos baseball, and now you are here, my man. What do you think of the studios?
It's awesome, actually. I like it.
Yeah, could you
It's
see yourself
cozy in here.
getting comfy in here and doing
Yeah.
some fun stuff?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I like the setup. So
Like I remember back in the old days at the old place I would work there, you would talk about how back when you were an athlete professionally, you loved doing the radio tours, right? You enjoyed doing this
yeah, I
stuff?
did. I was pretty good friends with one of the guys that hosted, your noon to 3 or 3 to 5.
And that's all it
whatever
takes,
radio
right?
show, and he had me on quite often, and then we just go on and laugh and joke around.
And that's what I want this place to be, like a safe space for dudes like that. Now, there's a million things that we could talk about because you've done a lot of stuff. But first and foremost, I want to know, how is the home life going? Because I know you got the dogs, you got the kids, you got the wife,
Yeah.
and you got that whole life, man.
Yeah, no, it's busy. Got a couple boys and then little daughter, so it's
You added since I last.
Yeah, so it's hectic and busy, but no, it's fun. A lot of laughs and they're just in the blender basically. But
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
Have you started coaching yet?
yeah, I coached
There we go.
Blazers, AAA midget, I guess.
was
this
talking about
past
your
year, I was
kids, but
associate
you're-
coach.
you're-
and then then I did my boys U5 team at
Okay.
the Granitier. So
So
was
you're
fun.
doing the real coaching and the fun coaching.
Yeah, it was good to go out with the young lads and kind of the learn to play and do that. And they always look forward to that and keep them having fun. And then and then coaching like the Blazers in town here.
boys,
helping
yeah.
coach, that was a lot of fun too.
So is that something you're looking to get more into? Like, where are you at right now in life? Like, I'm just trying to catch up, get myself all caught up.
Fair
here.
enough. No, I don't know. I coached like AA Bantam or whatever the year before, helped coach, and then I enjoyed it. And then I was asked to help with the Blazers, so I did, and I actually really enjoyed it. We had a really good group of
Nice.
kids and parents, so made it very enjoyable. And then we had a good run, lost in the overtime in Westerns, and 1-0 to the
Ugh,
team that went on to
gross.
nationals. So it was a really good experience for a lot of the kids. We had a young team, and they did very well. So it was fun to be a part of that.
Okay. Now, the reason I bring all of this stuff up is because whenever I talk to guys like you that, get it, I guess you can say, like the importance of having fun and how, life is just life and you go with the flow and you do your thing. When you go into something like coaching with a background like you have as a pro athlete, do you feel like people sort of judge you real quick, or do they like make it so maybe you don't want to do it as much? Like, are there any challenges coming in like that?
Yeah, I mean, you go from playing to coaching, and you're on the other side of the coin, and you kind of see, oh, okay, I see, why coaches thought the way they did. Maybe
You
to some
expose
degree.
yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like you really do, and it's such a unique situation, and everyone reacts to it differently.
Yeah, so it was somewhat of a learning experience, but you try and be the coach that you wanted,
You
but maybe
always
never
wanted,
had, or emulate a coach that you did have and really
really
liked
good.
the way they operated and stuff. So that's kind of what I try and do. I'm not really one to yell at the kids unless it's warranted, maybe. But I try and relay information.
Unless it's warranted is
Yeah.
the key word.
Yeah.
But that's something too in style-wise, right? Because when we look at like the coaching universe now in sports, everyone talks about the full-on turnover, about how you can't be an old-school coach anymore.
Yeah, I think it certainly is more challenging. There's apparently the ownership in the NHL and the management levels have zero patience and think that you just you should win every third year or something. It's
get
an
out.
unfortunate scenario. A lot of these coaches do a really good job and have really good success. Then you hit the playoffs and maybe you lose your 2 overtime games and you
You're
lose a
right there,
series
man.
in 6
Yeah.
or 7, and it's like a bounce here and there. You're on to the next round, and then your job's safe. I find it kind of silly.
Yep.
Like they have to scapegoat someone, so they generally make it the coach.
You're working
So
my
it's
way.
easier to fire a coach than it is to turn over a roster and get rid of guys that the GM's firing the coach and the GM has overpaid the players that didn't, or stuff like that.
Vicious
So
cycle, man.
it
It's
is an
been- yeah.
interesting, interesting setup. But yeah, it's tough for the coaches in the NHL right now. I think the second longest tenors right now is 4 years.
Good
So
luck.
it's bizarre.
See, now I'm going to get you back here more because I have so many things I want to talk to you about. That's important. I'm hanging out with my best buddy, Blair Jones. Rhino superstar, also played some pro sports back in the day. You used the term scapegoat. And I feel like that can bring us into something I really want to get into with you. People who don't know this about the judge, huge wrestling fan, and I promised him numerous times we're going to sit down and watch some wrestling. I'm a huge loser. I never come through with any of my promises because I'm just a mentally broken person in many ways when it comes to going out and reaching out and being out and about. So that's the thing I'm working on. But I know you're watching this wrestling right now. Okay, Luke Perry from 90210, his son. His new wrestling name is The Scapegoat, and he's in there with Nicholas and Matthew Jackson running AEW along with the Rainmaker. Give me some thoughts on where AEW is at right now, brother.
I guess I should preface this growing up as a kid, I think a lot of kids loved the wrestling at that time.
Oh, of course.
It was fun to stay up late and watch on Monday
was it.
nights, and
Mom and Dad wouldn't let
And
you
then-
watch on Saturday
yeah.
mornings growing up, yeah?
and then it took whatever a couple decades off basically, and then kind of I don't know. It's
You
it's a
organically
soap opera.
returned, man.
But
You went
and
all
I-
in, to
and
use the term.
I guess the AEW to me was just more of an adult
great way of
version
putting
of the entertainment for 2 hours every Wednesday, and my older boy watches with me, and he knows a bunch of the guys, and it's
Who's his favorite?
It's funny. He likes. Well, he knows quite a few guys. He likes MJF. And he
Are you okay with
likes
him
the
liking
bad guys.
MJF?
He always says, "Who's the bad guy?" I like the bad guy, but
Oh,
no,
boy.
it's
Razor
kind
Ramon
of
syndrome.
it's kind of funny. And like I said, on a Wednesday midweek, it's just something to, whenever you
Entertain.
get home, just throw it on and,
Yeah.
and watch it, and it's mindless entertainment. And but no, I don't know, it's fun. You get a few laughs out of it and some entertainment, and
AEW is in such a good place right now.
I find it great. I don't know. I like the 2 hours entertainment I get every week from it, and
And it's
their-
different because it's
their
not
pay-per-views
WWE,
are-
right?
Yeah,
Like,
the
that's what I
WWE
love about
is
it. So-
pretty painful to me. I don't care for it. I'm not saying. Obviously, a lot of people do like it, but yeah,
Hey, you can be open here, man. No one's judging. There's
Yeah.
2 people that watch this.
No,
it's
it's
all good.
But no, I watch usually on Wednesdays, and then I try and catch their big shows that they do.
Did you go when they came through town last? Was that last
No,
year?
no. Yeah, I remember you were going, and I
Oh,
was
yeah, we got
talking to you.
some
I
boys
don't know
together.
if I had something going on. I would.
You were busy,
wanted to
from what I
go, but,
remember. Yeah.
No, I never made it. But no,
It's so good.
yeah,
Like
it's
Orange
entertaining.
Cassidy came out and he had his one little sparkler go off.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like the highlight of the show for me. Like this is
Yeah.
the coolest thing I've ever seen.
No, it's awesome. I don't know. They got signed some good guys and entertaining. And
Are you digging Swerve as the?
I do like
as
him
the champ?
actually. I think he's got a good gimmick going right now.
Do you ever do the Prince Nana dance?
I cannot and I won't. But he's believable, and I think he does a great job. Actually, he's
I love
entertaining.
that so much. I cannot and I won't.
And then
So,
it's
in
hard
case you're
not to.
wondering at home what we're talking about, Swerve Strickland comes out. His manager's name is Prince Nana. When Swerve first came in with Prince Nana, I hated everything about the gimmick. I was like, this dance is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, I don't even know who this Swerve guy is. Why would I ever cheer for this guy? And then week after week, it started hitting on me. And then before I know it, like a couple months later, I was doing the dance. Like, I won't
Yeah.
do it right now, but it's really, really cool.
And
We'll never see the judge
I think the way he just basically walks by him and doesn't even.
Yeah, he doesn't
recognize
acknowledge
doing
him.
it.
That's the
Yeah,
best
it's
part
kinda-
about it. Is like
it's cocky
Swerve
and-
is
yeah.
this cocky champ who's like, man, yeah, that's my guy, but I don't get like I don't do what he does. That's what he does.
And then Osprey, I think,
Oh, Will Ospreay.
is pretty
So,
entertaining.
how do you feel, real quick? We're going to wrap this up, but I do want to know, how do you feel about All Elite Wrestling being basically judged as a place where wrestlers are going to die? Because Will Ospreay's a great example of like these spots these guys are doing. Eventually, it's going to lead to someone dying in the ring because they're so insane.
Yeah, they definitely aren't afraid to push
Like
the
I saw
limit.
his like he scorpions himself every
Yeah,
week in like the
he-
worst situations.
He's, yeah, I don't know. I guess pretty ballsy on some of the stuff that he pulls off.
It's
but
cool
like
to watch.
It is, and he's passionate with his promos and his in-ring stuff. So it's hard not to like him. I think he's pretty awesome. And then like his music, wherever he comes into, like
Yeah.
the crowd goes nuts every time. So
Oh yeah, he gets those pops.
yeah.
All right. His name is Blair Jones. We call him the judge around here, superstar for the Rhinos. Also did some hockey playing and stuff back in the day. Now that you have made your debut, can we get you back more often? Is this something we could do on your off days?
Yeah, I can make it in
My
from
man.
time to time.
I'd really appreciate that.
I just never knew, was I supposed to look at the cameras? I'm looking at you. I
You know
was
what?
unaware. Sorry.
You being a professional athlete at one point, you're probably going to take this tape and go over it 1,000 times once we release it when you see it on the show today. So I'll let you know that you did great, and you can take your notes, and then we can just apply them in your next appearance.
My wife's words were, "What are you guys going to talk about, wrestling?" And I was like,
Hopefully,
that'll come out, yeah.
hopefully if it goes good. Oh, hi, Mrs. Judge. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks so much again, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely, sounds good.
Oh, that's what this place is all about. That's the magic of this place. And that's what I said to Judge when he walked off again, former Flame, former pro athlete, the great Blair Jones in the house. And I feel like just by getting him in here, he felt what we're all about. And he's not joking when he says he's going to come back. So hopefully Coach Mazer and I can get that Dude podcast up and running finally. And I think he'd be a great regular host along with us on that as we continue to bring in new shows on the network. And not just focus on this little 1 hour live show that two people watch every day from 4 to 5 on YouTube, you know? So this is good. I do want to say, very, very important, we still sit at $400. That is our count. Again, $410. Whenever I use that crutch, we donate another $10 to the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center for their citywide food drive going on until the end of May. So that means the rest of today and tomorrow, and then it's all over. So there is still time to get those monetary donations in, get those food donations in. Head to saskatoonfoodbank.org and get that done, all right? As we are all about doing good things and having good things happen to you, and I promise you, this is all, like, you want to get that karma up? Help out the food bank. Lori and Deb and Errol, the whole team over there doing such great things, and Aaron and Garner, like so many awesome people that we love so much. So thank you again to them for stopping by here and allowing us to help out in our little tiny way. Aquaman, right there, you just saw them. Not only underwater drone inspections, no. Aquaman does so much more, like annual and quarterly sampling and monitoring, as well as ascent management plan. That's water talk, I guess, which is cool. Operations of licensed water treatment facilities in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Yeah, they're in Lloydminster. That's where they are located. But they believe in this so much, what we're doing good things and having good things happen to you, and the movement we're all about. So they've joined on with us. So thank you to our friends over at Aquaman. Right, food bank, we got that. Do not forget, $410 we're at. It's going to be matched, I believe, by our friends at Aquaman as well. So we got a big donations coming to the citywide food drive. One of my favorite things that has been included, that we just brought in to this, your show yesterday, is walk-up music. Our man Matt from all the bands, including Untimely Demise, Raven Witch, and Into Eternity. He's now sort of become our quasi-music guy, along with Von Trask from 911 Turbo, who did the Your Show intro, which we are still working on getting a remix done, as well as posting for you to download to annoy all your friends and family with. That's coming along. Matt Cuthbertson did a Paperboy theme. A Paperboy, I guess you could say remix, so we don't get YouTubed and they steal it, because it's ours. We created it, and by we, I mean Matt. But we have a beautiful Paperboy theme set, which means we need a Paperboy themed walk-up song for our next guest, a guy who I love so much, a guy who has been one of my bestest buddies for a long, long time, and a guy who I'm just so happy to be able to introduce you right now. LB, I think it's time to hit the Paperboy, and then I'm going to hit this intro. You ready? Here we go. It's probably that button. There it is. I got it. There's a little button. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for Ugly Kid Joe! Come on, man. Now, you can't hear this. You can't hear the shredding going on right now. Oh, nice fade. I saw that. LB was just telling us about how, well, man, we don't like fades around here. We're not fades. Then he goes ahead and just fades through the again. Dude, don't ever, I was going to say just never turn it off. It's so much fun. If you know the actual Paperboy theme, that just probably blew your mind. Welcome, my friend. Give me some.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm excited to be here.
Man, okay, first and foremost, I didn't want to say this off camera. I love your haircut.
Well, thank you.
I think there's not enough said about the importance of having a haircut you can set your watch to.
I just got it this morning.
I could tell.
Nikki over at King Cut in
Shout out.
Stonebridge. She does fantastic work.
Do you think Nikki would want to be a part of this little organization? I'm going to write it down anyway. King Cut.
King Cut.
King Cut with 2 T's or 1 T?
1 T.
Perfect. King Cut.
They do wonderful work.
I just wrote it down. Well, dude, you're a walking
It's a shame
billboard
that they
for it.
did this work on me. It would have looked a lot better on somebody else.
No,
but
that's not true. I feel like they should put your face on the wall of like most accomplished haircuts, because that's a beautiful, beautiful look you got going.
that is a wall that not many people would walk by, but thank you.
You don't see, and that's the one thing I've always admired about you is you're not a big like feelings or emotions guy, so you don't really let the compliments land very much. So it's always extra hard for a
deflect the
guy, right? But it's always a challenge for a guy like me that's like, no, I will compliment you no matter what. So I'm really trying. But
Well, I appreciate it. I don't know where I'm looking. I haven't been on this side.
yeah, see, you've been in the background a lot as we've gone on this venture, but you have
feel like
3
I'm looking
cameras.
over
So
there.
your ISO cam is cam 1. So cam 1's over here. The unfortunate part for you is that the sign that says cam 1 is fully turned around.
Okay.
Cam 3 is my ISO over here. That apparently, well, we moved it because, cam 3 turned into cam 4, which is the Maggie cam. There's been a lot of cam moving, basically. But all you need to know is when you're ISO, it's camera 1. When you are grouped like this, that's camera 2. Just think of like Wayne's World, like camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Remember that?
I can work. Yeah. I can
And
work
her
on it.
name was Cassandra. Welcome, dude. How have things been? I'm so excited to have you on here. I'm trying to contain it. You're doing so much cool stuff right now, dude.
I'm having some fun. I'm currently on week 2 of 2 weeks of holidays, so I've
That's
been
the
having a great
coolest part.
time.
You learned how to ride horses in Waskasiu.
I was riding some horses up
Like,
in
how
Waskasiu,
crazy is that?
playing some golf. I hit par on one of the whatchamacallums.
A hole?
Yeah. I
For
was
a
gonna say
guy who never
courses.
golfs, that's pretty big.
It's been like years since I've golfed,
Yeah.
so I was very excited about
I'm
that.
not making fun of that. I'm serious.
no.
That's a pretty good accomplishment.
We all shotgunned a beer because it was shotgun worthy. We figured so.
Absolutely. Do you ever tube beers? As in, like, do you have a golf tube and then
Oh
tube them?
no! You just get the tee and you put the hole in. And,
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, it does the
I've
trick.
shotgunned a couple in my day.
Just a few.
Just a few. Just enough to realize I'm not supposed to drink anymore, you know?
Fair enough.
Just the right proper amount. So you had your vacation, and that
Yes.
went well.
Very well.
You only had a little bit of some battle wounds.
Yeah. Well,
Had a fight with a step.
I had a few drinks, and the steps on this guy's cabin weren't like unilaterally placed, if that's the right word. So I stepped
If
through
not,
the
it sounds
steps.
really smart.
Yeah, fun fact about steps, you're supposed to step on them, not through them. So we've got a bunch of scars on one leg and a bunch of icy hot on the other knee, and I'm feeling young today.
I wonder if there's anyone out there right now who's like, oh, that's how steps work.
Yeah, thank you, Joel.
That'd be fun.
I always wanted to know how steps work.
That's fair. I noticed you're wearing what did you say, one of four?
One
Funny
of
hug
four
there?
ever made. I Come Alive, One Bad Son
Heard of those
hoodie.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear they might have something coming up tomorrow, perhaps.
Tomorrow could be a big day around here as the One Bad podcast gets set to launch. It's very, very cool. Katie will stop by and we'll talk about it. Maybe tell us a little bit about why you're wearing that.
I am wearing this because part of something I've taken on recently, which I've
Not
had.
just taken to absurd heights. I want people to know this because I yell at you all the time how proud I am, man, because you're finally doing something that we've been trying to do for a long time.
Well, I appreciate it. Every night, Monday through Friday on Rock 102, I do a little show called Hometown Rocks.
Woo!
And I have the pleasure of chatting with and playing music from local bands in Saskatoon, Regina area, Saskatchewan bands, because we have these amazingly talented artists and bands in Saskatchewan. And I'll be the first to admit, it's tough to get your music on the radio these days. It's a very tough thing to do. So I have the pleasure of doing exactly that.
Not just doing that, because being you, classic Joel style, you're selling so low on what you've accomplished. As a guy who also tried to get that sort of whole idea up and running, it is so hard to not just reach out to the bands or to have them reach out to you, but to come to a common ground and to be able to turn that into getting a band on the radio. That was the original goal. You've turned it into not just getting the band on the radio. You go to the shows, you talk to the bands, you're putting in the legwork, and you're putting Hometown Rock on the map, dude, and I'm so freaking proud of you.
I appreciate
I know
it.
how hard it is. That's why I'm so proud of you, I think, like more than most, because it's really hard to do.
I think the hardest part is that a lot of these local shows are like midnight when some of the bands are getting on, and I love to sleep.
Yeah, you do.
It's
You're a big fan of sleeping.
I've gotten out to a lot of great shows. Coors Event Center, Black Cat Tavern, the Capitol Music Club. Like, we have these amazing local music venues to go with these incredible bands in town. And so I've had just a real pleasure getting to not only play the music and talk to the people on the radio, but go meet them in person, have a few drinks, take in their shows. And wow, it's been a lot of fun.
Having them reach out to you. Having them say, hey, Joel, we got this coming up. That in itself is amazing.
I'm always happy when people do the work for me. And so
Yeah.
if you want to send me an email and say, hey, we've got this coming up,
Do
I'd
it.
love to hear it.
How can people reach you? Give us all your info.
You can find me on Instagram. My name is Ugly Kid Joel on
Yeah, it
Instagram. I have so many followers because I'm pretty new at the whole social media thing.
Is that a joke? I actually legit thought that you would.
Oh, no, I have no followers.
Well,
It's
join the club, bud.
it's all local bands. and
Don't
that's
you
all
love
that
when
matters.
guys get into social media and they have no followers and aren't good at it?
I'd actually just wiped all of my social media, and then I was like, oh, okay, now we're going to go on air, so I better do social media again. And then if you want to submit me music,
Yes.
you can message me on Instagram, but there's a little link on our website. You go to rock102rocks.com and you click a little Hometown Rock button up there, and there's a little form. You can attach your music, you can put your band name and everything, and I'll get that in my email and I'll reach back out to you. So I apologize if you sent me an email recently. I have been away from my emails for 2 weeks, so we'll get
It
there.
also does fill up. Like, you'd be surprised how quick that, like, you take a couple days off and then and then it's hard to, get back to people.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of great shows, a lot of great bands with some new music, new albums coming up, and some great local shows coming up. So I got a lot to do when I get back to work.
Yes, you do. And, I'm trying so hard to hold in my joy because I am so proud of you. For so long, I've been wanting to do things that you are doing, and you're going to bat for the little guy, which was so hard to do for so long. So just to see you succeed like this and to see what's happening and just to be on the outside, because for so long we were together on this, and now being on the outside looking in and seeing what you've been able to accomplish, I'm like the glowing parent. It's like, look at this man grow, look what he's doing. And then I look around here and I see this space, and we talk about it all the time, about how we want this to be the hangout spot for bands rolling through Saskatoon between your sound check and before you go on stage, a place where you can go to promote not just your band, but your tour, where you're going next, what you're all about, and making connections. And you're out there doing that literally right now.
It's great.
Right?
I have fun. It's it's not every day you get paid to go do something that you enjoy doing, and I get to just do what I love to do.
They
So,
say it all the time. It's you want your job. The perfect job is a job that doesn't feel like work. I
Yeah.
butchered that more than anyone ever could. I'm sure there's a cool, like very short saying that you're supposed to say, but that's the gist of that. Do you have any moments or shout outs that you want to give? Because I know you've been going to all these shows.
Oh,
Are there any
geez.
bands that you want to be like, I love these guys, this was awesome, or anyone you want to recommend? I know I'm putting you on the spot here. I don't want to.
I've taken in a lot of fantastic shows recently. Green Wing has done some amazing stuff.
Green Wing has been pushing it.
Yeah, they opened up 4, and now I'm blanking on the because I
Don't
only
do
know
it.
I
I'll
only know
make up
their
stuff. Hold on, I'll talk while you think. I like bands.
Teenage Dirt Wheatus. They opened up for Wheatus because I went to see that because I wanted to see Teenage Dirtbag live. Fantastic, by the way.
I just want real quick, not to slow you down too much, but are there any other songs that anyone knows besides that one?
No.
And did they wait until the end to play?
Oh, at the very end, yes.
So they
the
make
last
you
song.
stick around.
He
I feel like bands should be more upfront with those moves.
he was very upfront because the whole show was pretty cool. He took requests the whole time. Like people in the crowd just shouted out what songs they
Like
wanted to hear.
Wheatus songs or like songs from
No,
different
like
bands?
just songs, and they would play the songs. And it was
So they
pretty cool.
even knew they only have one.
Oh yeah, he even
Okay.
said like right off the get go, yes, we're gonna play that song, but we're
How
gonna
long
get
did
there.
they play it for?
Like their show?
No, Teenage Dirtbag. Like,
oh.
did they remix it to make it like a 10-minute long like sing along?
No, it was just the
They
the
just did it
song.
normal?
Everybody sang along. He did it because he sings the female vocals
Get
on
outta
that song. Yeah, it's the guy.
here. Oh, my
and so he
goodness.
went like a register
all the way up,
higher,
hitting that
and we
octave.
hit the high notes.
Yeah.
And it was a great little sing along
Oh.
moment, and it was pretty fun. But Green Wing killed the opening to loop
Yeah.
it back around here.
Very well done.
I was over at the Black Cat recently.
Yes.
I went to see Checkout Queens, which I've played a few times. They've got some fantastic music. Had a couple drinks with them before the show. Got
course.
to know the band members. They're great folks. And then while I was there, I got to experience the No-Go's for the first time.
Yes, punk rock.
Very excited. They put on a hell of a show.
Mm-hmm.
I've been chatting with them, and we're going to get them on the radio hopefully next week or the week after because they went out on tour, and then I was on holidays, so we'll figure it all out.
And yeah, and that's another hard part about what you try to do is because you have your normal job.
Yeah.
You have a normal job, and then this is all on top of that, and it's basically done out of love and passion for music.
Yeah, I have enough to keep me busy throughout the day, but I genuinely enjoy doing this and going to meet the people and seeing the shows, and I love local music and live music, so
Okay,
it's a great time.
We're not going to make you prove it too hard right now, but I'm just going to throw a couple things out here real quick. Aurelia, Aurorella.
Now you've thrown
Aurelia, Regina pop punk band. They got a song
Aurelia.
called Mum.
You threw me off so much. Yeah, you threw me off so much. I was like, wait, what is it again? It's
Hold on.
Aurelia.
Okay, not Aurelia.
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 Aurelia. Regina pop punk
Tell me about
band. They put out a new song called Moments recently. We played it on Hometown Rock.
I hear it's very good.
It is fantastic. What I was talking to one of the band members, Brett, I described it as I feel like I've heard this song before, but it's also
That's called the
completely
pocket.
unique.
Yeah, that's the pocket.
Like, and that's the perfect combination of it. It almost feels familiar the first time you listen to it. So it was a great song. They've got a show over at Coors Event Center tomorrow.
Nice.
But they're doing a kind of a cool thing. It's When We Were Young, they're calling it, and they're playing a bunch of 2000s emo music. So like they've got all
get
the early
out.
2000s emo
There we
bands. So they're
go.
gonna play
Okay.
songs from all of them. So
All right.
they sold out a couple shows at the Exchange down in Regina. I think there's still tickets
Sweet.
available for this. I think it's gonna be a fantastic show.
Wide Mouth Mason.
I missed both of their shows. I was so excited for those. I was in up in a ranch near Big River in a Airbnb, and
Nailed it.
yeah, I had a few too many drinks on many days throughout that trip, so I missed out on that. But I have crossed paths with both of their openers, and we've played them as well.
Yeah.
Fabian Minima, I caught over at Delish by Tish for just like kind of
Oh, I love Delish by
that was
Dish.
a really cool show. I didn't even
a
know
cool
they
setup,
did
eh?
local music
Yeah.
in there. So not only are you at Delish by Tish, which has fantastic stuff, they had a great little show there, and I chatted with him. Very friendly guy, amazing musician. I think he's done some stuff over at CFCR, I believe.
I believe so as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember seeing posters up in there and stuff, and there's like so
So-
many awesome. Shout out to CFCR, by the way.
Yeah.
So many incredible volunteers running that place. I love them all.
the only
so
other
much.
place in
It's so
town
fun.
you're going to get local music too.
Yeah.
They do get some great work over there.
Absolutely.
So I heard he killed it opening night 1, and then night 2, the All Ages act. It was Christopher and the Saints, who we've played a couple songs from. And I heard they did an amazing show. They got anytime you got saxophone, I'm immediately like, oh yeah, this.
I
is
love
it.
horns. Anyone who knows me knows I love horns.
You're just generally horny, so.
Well,
you know.
it's like horns and music are my favorite types of horns, but I'll get down with any horn. I ain't like, I ain't a horn hater by any means. But if you can give me that, if you can give me that big band feeling, like uplifting, and when a bunch of horns are coming together, I'm all about it.
There's
Dude.
so much just digital stuff in a lot of the modern pop music nowadays. When you can
Yeah.
get real
music.
it
That's the
feels
one.
so good.
Real music is where it's at. Velvet Threads. Tell me about the Velvet Threads.
Velvet Threads just put out a music video yesterday. It might have been today. I'm kind of in a blur on holiday mode right now for their new song Sunday Best. So go check that out online. Fantastic song, and they've got an album release party coming up at the Coors Events Center.
Look at my dog go. It's my man.
And I'm gonna say June 8th.
I love it. I love it.
I want to say June 8th. I apologize because I'm flying off the top of my head here. But they also have some great opener acts with them. Velvet Threads is a great show. I caught them at the Exchange in Regina one time. Really looking forward to seeing them. Another one of my favorite local bands, because they're out from
Hafford way.
Hafford, Saskatchewan.
Brothers.
The Brothers G is an incredible show. Like, they are just so multifaceted. Like, they kind of do a country vibe, but then they can
They'll flip it
rock.
on you. Yeah.
Oh,
They'll
man.
Flip it on you.
And they added Kit Langfield into the group recently. He's now one of the brothers, and he's an amazing performer as
Is that
well.
three brothers
so
now?
It's three. No, it's
I know it's
four.
two. Well,
Oh,
four
oh,
brothers.
sorry,
Yeah,
it's
okay. So two real brothers.
The Brothers
and then
G is 4 people now.
Gotcha.
But yes, 2 brothers.
June 8th is the correct.
Yeah,
I'm
I got it right.
fact-checking you. You
All
nailed
right,
it.
Thank you.
That's great. See, I always come prepared for interviews. That's something you taught me. I'm sort of surprised you didn't. Little bit
I did a
role
little
reversal
prep,
here.
but I didn't have like notes or anything, so I'm trying to keep it all going up in my head here.
Dude, I am so proud of you. I know I've said that a lot, but I cannot stress it enough because I know how hard it is to do what you're doing, and you are just crushing it. The fact you can just name off those bands and talk about them, and it's not baloney. Like, so many people come out and say, yeah, we'll support this, we'll do that, and then it's just all talk. And I've been guilty of being all talk like all the time. Like, I get that nonstop, and I understand it. I'm fighting my own battles. You know what I mean? But to see someone doing it right and proper, and to bring a spotlight onto something that deserves it so much after all these years, it just makes it feel so good, man.
It's one of the things I love about my time in radio is that I know more about like some of the callers, some of the guests I have. I know when their birthdays are. I know when their kids are. Like, I forgot to call my dad on his birthday.
Bro.
And fair enough. I was out of service. I had no service up in the north, and I called him the next day.
You send him.
Anyways,
you send like a
it sounds
letter
terrible.
carrier. Yeah, bro, that's your dad.
But like these bands and like these the people that call into our shows, like they are like family in a way too.
Yeah,
so it's a really
100%.
cool experience.
And that's been one of my sort of exciting / frustrating parts with this whole new venture that we're going on, is I those people still reach out to me all the time, and I am still being like, yeah, I love you, and this is what we got, and we're sort of integrating into this new thing that we're doing. At the same time, it's like all I'm doing. This is my whole life right now, so I feel like I'm closing off people, and I know, Meg, I'm not proud of it either, but you know, like as we finally get to where we want to be and get up and running fully with this incredible state-of-the-art content creation studio, there's room for everybody here.
Yeah.
You know, and we can just bring everyone in and be a big happy family. And like I say, no one's here to get rich. We'll all just get comfortable together, and that's what we're all about.
The number one thing they told me when I went into radio was, you're not in radio for the money.
Oh.
It's a passion project. And I think that's what you see in radio, is people that just, they love doing what they do.
That's a very well said way. And I think we can play some Frankie's Fingers on our way out on that one, because that was very, very well done. Dude, how you feel about your first appearance?
I'm great, and I'm going to give you $20 for the food bank, too.
And we got a donation! $430!
I should have given you $10, so it was $420, but
Hey,
we'll take it.
The 420 jokes never get old either, but I'll tell you, if it's going to the food bank, that's what it's all about.
They do good work.
$430. Yeah, you know all those people.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know Lori and Deb and the gang. So the people that are really close to them, we all get it. Like, these people running, these are the actual angels on earth. So again, one more day to go. Oh, 440. You get it.
Where'd that come from?
I just said it, yeah. $440. Going to the Saskatoon Food Bank Learning Center. Citywide food drive. One more day tomorrow. Be sure to get those monetary donations in. SaskatoonFoodBank.org. To My man, Blair Jones, a.k.a. The Judge, thank you for stopping by. CTV's Matt Young here earlier modded us into Tecmo Super Bowl. And it was actually Tecmo Grey Cup because it was a CFL mod. It was so cool. So thank you to him. He's here every Thursday. We're going to see if we can get Judge to start stopping by more and possibly host a weekly show with us. So that'll be negotiations. LB, my man, thank you, dude, for everything. As always, he was here extra early getting the Twitch stream set up. As our Twitch stream is almost set to go, and we're going to chase all those world records. He was showing me the timers and stuff. It's very cool. So that's going to be a very fun venture as we move forward. And to you, Ugly Kid Joel, one of my bestest pals, a dude I love so much, and a guy I know I can make so uncomfortable with the more love I put upon you. I am so proud of you. Thank you for finally making your way onto here.
Anytime.
And just know we are here for you. Whatever you need, we got your back.
Oh, I appreciate
Keep
it.
doing that thing you do, to quote a
I don't
very
know
good
what
movie.
it is I do, but I'll
Dude,
keep doing it.
You put bands on the map and you give them a chance. One Bad Son launching tomorrow with One Bad Podcast. He's promoting it with a 1 in 4. That's a very rare, buddy.
Very unique.
Very proud of you. That's awesome. So we'll get more on that. KD stopping by tomorrow. Remember, do good things. Good things will happen to you. Karma is very, very real. This is proof of it right here. I never thought I'd have this man beside me right now like this. So anything can happen. Live your dreams and all that stuff. SaskatchewanFoodBank.org. We'll make a donation, get that karma up. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Auntie Susie, I'm coming right away. She's already called me like 3 times. We got a party over at her place, housewarming, so we'll be there eating some hot dogs. I'll be back tomorrow 4 p.m. Do not forget, One Bad Pod launching tomorrow morning. KD will be in the house. Take care.